Hello there, and welcome back. Welcome back to nothing but answers. I was waiting for
Bum,
Leanne.
bum, bum.
Just every week we have a problem. We need to get this together. So, welcome to Nothing But Answers, the place you come to get all the answers because we have them. You guys don't know them. We're going to give you the answers today. So let's start. Let's introduce the crew. Let's start with little vibes. Little vibes. What's going on?
What's happening? Not much.
Go again. One word.
Yes, she
Every
answered her own question.
right. So shit, what happened? I'm like, every week. We're gonna get past this one week. How was your week?
Oh, it's cool.
Okay. There we
It
go.
was
Thanks a lot.
cool.
We're gonna move forward on. We're just gonna move on because
Okay.
this is not working well. I don't know. Let's try it again. Hey Chi, how you doing?
Hey y'all.
How was your week?
This been a good week. Actually, today I just got a job.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
thank you. So I will be a new recruiter, which is
Oh, what kind of recruiter?
exciting. A staffing recruiter. I'll be working for a staffing agency, so I'll be the recruiter for them, which is
Nice.
Oh, nice.
exciting.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Mhm.
something different, maybe depending. So let's see. I'm excited. So cheers to me, and that's why I'm doing my
Cheers
wonderful
to
wine night.
you. Cheers to you.
This is really strong, by the way.
Hey Doc, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. We missed you last week.
Thank you.
How was your week going?
My week was okay. It's kind of busy, but it was good.
It was
It was
good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, a good week is better than the bad week. Uh,
Hmm.
so again, my week was pretty good. Good week. This week did go by fast, which is good. Um, got a lot of work done. They're paying me to work, and they're making me work, which I don't like. I'm not supposed to work for my paycheck, but they're trying something new now, making you work for your paycheck. How dare they?
They're supposed to just give it to you.
Supposed to just give me my money, okay? Who out here trying to work? That don't make sense. Um, but so this week again, we're going to go with some questions that we people either wrote in or we obtained through whatever measures, and we're also going to give our take on it, and then we also would like to hear from you guys as well. And if you guys have any questions, you can also just write in, and we'll do our best to give you the answers you're looking for. Um, Lee Little,
What's good?
hey, you gonna start with the questions, or how we gonna do it?
You got them?
I know you got it though. Do your thing, Lee.
Does he? Do you have a question, sir?
Hey Doc. Hey Doc.
And today she is not in it.
Just relax.
Okay, I'm mind my business.
Yeah, this is how it usually works. Okay, I think. Weren't you reading the question last week too, Leanne, or no?
No, I wasn't, but okay.
Who did it last
Uh,
week?
you were.
Did
You
I?
were.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I
Hey,
sent it
listen,
to
don't.
you.
Hey, Chi, don't don't try to
Oh,
chime
I'm
in
sorry.
and
I can't co-sign. All right.
be on her
Okay.
side. We don't
You right.
So
team
let's
up
kick it
over
off
here.
with a good question. Since you
Go ahead,
just
Leanne.
threw me on the spot, have you ever passed gas during sex?
This I forgot why we took the question away from Leanne. There was a reason why, and the first question reminded me why we have removed her from being the moderator. But since we're here, have you ever passed gas during sex? Just jump in. Anybody want to jump in?
Mm, mm,
So, and I probably have. I mean, ain't no shame. Mid stroke, hit your stomach. You know, It definitely has. So it's all type of noises when you're having sex. So a little fart ain't it was a little fart between friends, you know.
No, I've never had the
I guess
pleasure.
the better question is, why is farting so funny? And
Exactly.
why does it make people laugh when you talk about farts?
Well, because I think in that moment it's the opposite of the moment. The moment's supposed to be,
Yeah, that's
intense, serious, and you're into each other. And as you're in, oh, and
It don't
and you
matter what
probably made that
moment it
noise.
is.
Oh,
Farting is funny. It don't matter what moment it is.
I don't think there's anyone that can't that can keep themselves from laughing when you're talking about farts.
well, I think in that moment, I know people got embarrassed before. Well, I don't know about farting, but I know if sometimes when you're having sex and when you're inside of them and their coochie be farting.
See, I can only
I know,
imagine
I know.
how you
Sometimes they
probably
get
look at your
embarrassed.
partner
What you say, Chi?
wondering. I said I can only imagine how you would look at your partner if you got caught during that time. Like, oh snap, my bad. With the eyes open, you got the big bones, just staring at
Listen,
them.
how could you look at me any different? My penis is in you. I mean, we can get no closer.
Nah.
Little fart,
That's
little gas
our
between us.
smells that are intense at that time. We
It,
don't need them.
right.
I think she's right though. It's really embarrassing for women because a
Right.
lot of times we try to act like we don't fart at all.
I
Yeah. See,
know.
that's your problem. Delusions want to lie.
Oh,
If you
that's
guys
not really
admitted you
right.
farted, it would be better.
I had see with my partner, he always looked at me when I was like when we first started. He was like, "You fart?" Like,
He didn't know
and
you farted. Okay.
no, not no, no. I don't know why he believes that females just don't do that. So, um, when he noticed it, it was like, "Oh no, all right, you go that way." I go.
So what we just learned, you got killer farts. Your
No,
farts smell like somebody died.
I just disrespected femalehood. He don't look at females the same.
You know he'll look at you the same. He said, "Whoa,
He
what
probably
was that?"
don't. It's okay. He'll be all right. We're 10 years in at this point.
Okay, 10 years in. It's a little fart between people who've been 10 years in. Leanne, you said no.
Yeah, no, I've never done it.
You never done it.
No, I
I
don't even
think.
fart.
Listen, that might be
Lee,
kind of cool. If you hit it from the back, she fart and it would kind of vibrate on you. Like, ooh,
They're probably cool to that smell reach your nose.
you see? I told
listen.
you. That little kicker, a little wet.
I
Especially if
mean,
it's a wet one.
it's,
Ew.
Oh.
And you been holding it in all day.
Leanne just changed the
Right.
game. You just changed the game at that point.
And you
We
just did
say the
something
answer
wrong.
is no.
It's
You don't like the wet one.
some
That would be disgusting. I'm gonna let you know we're done.
eggs.
I don't care how long we've been together, but if you fart wet on me, we're done. I'm telling you, I'm letting you know. Ain't no coming back from that one. No way. No way. I'm done.
That is nasty.
All right, let's
What
get
is
a
this?
little.
What is this?
Let's get a little serious here.
Yeah, what's the next one, Lee?
What age should a child stop believing in Santa?
0. We don't believe in Santa around here. I never taught my daughter that nonsense. I mean, because I feel like you're lying. You're starting to lie to your kid early.
Wow, that was a different way of putting it.
You are. You're lying to him. You're saying this man is giving them gifts, and then you tell them don't talk to strangers. Don't like strangers, but you're accepting gifts from people. And if you're going to the point where you're taking pictures with this stranger and you're sitting on his lap,
I never looked at it like that.
you're doing it. You're totally going opposite of what you're saying to tell your kids to do by introducing this stranger into their lives that is okay to take gifts from.
See, there's this app that you can actually fix Santa to call the name out of the child and then
There you
put
go,
the
even better
picture up
now.
and everything.
Now
So I
they're,
do
Wow.
they're
that
responding
thing
to
to
random
my
people.
daughter every year. Like, oh, you're being bad. Here's the video. Oh, you're
Oh,
doing,
wow.
and they have like amazing technology for that one. So, I just told her and she didn't believe me. So I quit. I'm just gonna rock out.
Very interesting. Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't do any. I don't do any of the Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny, none of that stuff.
Well, she believed in the Tooth Fairy because I gave her $100 to the Tooth Fairy, and Tooth Fairy made her the night. So
Okay.
Yeah, guess who made her night? Her
a
dad did.
1, 2. She's like, "You giving me $100 again?" No, tapped out.
Yeah, I'm not cool. How about you, Doc?
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, it's not traumatizing if they when they find out that there's no Santa Claus or Tooth Fairy.
You know, mom and dad a
Um,
liar.
yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of parents. Well, I don't know why parents do it. I think a lot of parents just do it because it's always been done.
It's like a tradition, right?
Yeah, there's
From
no
part of the culture.
they don't
Mhm.
have they don't have any real reason behind it, but
Right,
it's all over.
right.
You know, I didn't do that with my daughter.
Mhm.
We didn't do this, but then she found out when she went to public school about Santa Claus and getting
Right,
gifts at Christmas and all that kind of
right,
stuff.
right, right.
And then I had to explain myself about that. So
Well, I told her
either
from the beginning,
way,
it's
either
nothing
way,
like having your daughter at 2 years old, telling other kids there is no Santa Claus.
yeah, right, exactly,
Seeing other kids
exactly.
cry, it's so good. She's like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah,
Santa Claus."
yeah, yes,
No, that's
yes.
great to
That's
see
the
your
other
daughter.
part.
Yeah, she
That's
just
the other
ruined
part.
lives. She was ruining lives at 2.
Yeah. So
No, so I wasn't for it. What do you think, Leanne?
You know, I don't know. I don't have any kids. Don't plan on having no kids, so I don't have these type of problems in life.
This
Uh,
is your year.
huh?
This is your year to have children. We already talked about
I
this.
said
It's
that.
not though.
I've been
Um,
telling her.
and so I think you know, let's go with 7.
okay.
7's a good age to stop the nonsense. It's time for you to walk into the real
Right,
world.
right. You know what? I agree. I think that at 7, you should stop lying to your kids.
Stop
Yeah.
it, Daryl. Stop it.
So are computers helping or hindering a child's development?
Both.
Yep. Depends,
Both.
and it depends on what they're doing on the computer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's
Mhm.
like Doc said, it's how it's being used. It can be very beneficial, but on the other hand, if it's used incorrectly, it could be detrimental. And I
Yeah.
think, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
I was about to say, I think, I can't, I'm not sure. I remember hearing something that some cultures are losing language because losing the written language, like written words, because they're people using computers. So they're not doing the symbols anymore. So they're forgetting how to write things. Um,
Wow.
and I think it was in China. Don't quote me. I have to look it up. But where they were losing their written language because people are using, typing it instead of writing it.
I
Hmm.
mean, we're already losing cursive.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right, right. You write something in cursive, people like it's different. What's that? They can't decipher the code. It's like, what's that? It's your name.
Yeah, I never expected that growing up, that would be a thing. To stop writing like that. Because I'm so used to even the teachers that I would run into, they were constantly write cursive. Um,
Mhm.
and that was just their thing. So I thought growing up that would be our thing down the line. It seems like everybody just felt more comfortable just writing regular. But now, and even cursive, you have to do your signature. Like most people start doing fancy different signatures, and it's not even cursive no more. I know I don't.
Right. And that's the thing with signatures. Like, what is your signature now?
Yeah,
It's just
mine's a
a
scribble.
printed. It's just everything's printed at
Mhm.
best. You know. Um, Very interesting. What do you think, Leanne?
Yeah, I think to some degree it could be a hindrance. You definitely losing out on that face to face communication, um, interaction skills, and um, just some manners that face to face give you. Now everybody has their phone in front of their face or the tablet in front of their face the entire time during outings or not even going outside, just simply being on the computer and being uh glued to different types of tablets. However, there is a lot more of information at their fingertips, stuff that can help. I think used the right way, it can definitely help their development and definitely come up with a lot more questions early in life, for parents to um, answer.
Very
Mhm.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. The opposite of what Leanne is saying is they have access to so much more with the internet, with
Hmm.
being
Hmm.
on the computer. So a lot of stuff that they don't need access to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's very disturbing. And I've
Hmm.
This is why they all know it's no Santa at 4. They done looked it
see,
up.
I haven't mastered doing the child lock for iPhone. I have mastered it for Samsung, but like on Samsung, you're able to see what your child is viewing, what they did, how long they've been on the phone. You're able to lock it. I don't know how to master it on iPhone yet,
Right.
but that's a thing that I need to do because even her, I have to cut her off at a certain point in time throughout the day. Like, hey, now it's family time. You've done all this time with your friends. You're okay. Everything is fine. But I think you should, spend time with us.
Mm.
So I have to cut her off after a while because she'll get so distracted on everything
Right.
that's on that phone.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. I know a girl worked for in education for a company that had educational tablets. They worked in schools and they would send the tablets to schools to to do their classes or whatever. But she was like, every time within like 2 weeks, the kids would find ways to get like to the internet, stuff that was blocked every time. So like one time they found like you turn it to the side and hit the slide down button, they can do something. And every time they found ways to get to Facebook, get to all the social media apps that they wanted to get to. No matter what they did, these kids would find a way, to maneuver to get, to where they had to go. So I thought that was very interesting too. They since their kids are born now with computers in their hands, they're just geniuses at them. They just go through them, their whizzes. So as they learn more, it also helps dumb them down more, which is sad. What we got next, Leanne?
Do you believe when you get married, you marry your spouse's entire family?
That's a good question.
I guess we have to leave this to somebody like Doc. What do you think?
I wouldn't say the entire family.
Just most of them, the ones you like,
That's
the
the
ones
ones
you
you
like.
like. No, I'm just joking. But eh, when you get married, you try to integrate with your partner's family. You try to have good relationships with your partner's family, but sometimes it just doesn't happen that way.
Hmm.
And it doesn't mean that the relationship is doomed because you can't form good relationships with the rest of the family.
I would say for me, it would be like my sister, my brother, my sisters, my brother, my first cousins. Like you would have to get along with them.
Okay.
right? If they really didn't, because we're close, like we're going to be together a lot. So if you guys are not rocking with each other, then I don't know how it's going to work, you know.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
if you were in love with someone and they hated her, you
I
wouldn't
hate her
take
too.
it any further.
I hate her too.
Okay.
We hate her now.
Okay.
We don't like her. We don't like her. Like I said, because we
That's
do so
so
many things together.
okay.
So, and I don't see me falling in love with anybody without kind of meeting. They would probably have met them, so I probably already know uh, how they mended, how they felt about, and if it was something that they really just didn't like them, I would, you know, or even if they had a vibe about them, because maybe they can see something I don't, you know, so I would trust them. So, because everybody now, all of whoever is with whomever is cool with whoever. And they're not, they're voted off the island.
Hey. So it could be, I love you. We can't stand her there. All right, I don't like you.
We don't like you anymore. We talked and we decided that we don't like you anymore. That's just for me. How about you, Chi? Lee?
So the experience that I've had, yes, somewhat.
Okay.
I have a person that loves his family, and as well as the other way around.
Okay.
So, I feel like respect at least is given on both ends. You don't have to like them, but at least respect them, and that's on my end. That's on his end.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you also don't have to tolerate disrespect. Some people do have family members that can get disrespectful, especially in a relationship, because they don't want to tolerate it and they feel entitled in some way. Um,
Right.
and unfortunately, people have to, in situations like that, people have to know their place. And it depends on your partner or you to put somebody in their place. Either you want them, to know, hey, um, it's okay to talk to my partner like that, or it's not. And you have to establish it. But that's also an issue that's why drama happens and it never gets resolved.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like they have the okay to disrespect.
Mm.
Um, I've seen it done a lot, so I mean, but it depends. Like I said, it depends on how the relationships or how the friendships are. Depends
Gotcha.
on how you maneuver it. I love my family and I love
Right.
his family, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
able to bond with them in a different way. But then you have some people that just don't agree with the relationships that I've seen in other people, and they have issues with their mother-in-law and their father-in-law and the rest of the family. It's like there has to be a boundary. So
Right. What about you, Leanne?
Boundaries are important.
Boundaries are important. Yes. No. I don't we're not I don't marry them. They don't no. Um
So if they weren't cool with your mom, you'd be cool.
yeah. I'm going to say yes. Now, you have to be respectful like she said.
Mama
There's
D, are you
no
on here?
Now he gonna tell on you.
Mama D.
exactly the
Mama D.
disrespect.
Did you hear this? We don't like them. She can't like them. We gotta let her know.
Of course I would take and you never know what the reason is behind why somebody doesn't like somebody. It could be they just don't like them for who they remind them of or whatever
That's
the
enough.
case may be.
That's enough for us.
But so long as you stay respectful, you stay in your corner, I stay in my corner. What?
Let's hear it. Let's see it. Right. Thank you, Mama D. Thank you. What is she talking about?
Ah,
Thank you.
you know what? We're gonna have to get you off of here.
Listen, we're gonna have
We'll
an
have to talk
intervention.
later.
What are you talking about? They don't like Mama D. We don't like
Things to
them.
talk about.
That's funny. He done
But
called her. He done
Right.
called her.
exactly. Then put her on and say, listen this.
Listen, what's going on? You do it over here tripping.
But yeah, nah, as long as everybody stay respectful, stay cool. And I say it like this because even as kids, we didn't always like who our parents were with.
Right.
That's a little different.
I don't
Said
care.
that's wrong.
It's a little
Correct.
different.
I don't
That's a little
care.
different.
I don't
How
care.
is that different?
Exactly.
As a child,
That's
you know,
different.
no, it is different. You're a
To be
child.
honest,
Mama must approve. I agree. 100. That's what I thought. I thought that you would say that. I hear that. A child should be respectful to all adults unless they're doing something to them, right? So as a child, you be respectful. So if that's your mom's choice and you didn't like the choice, because you might like the choice because that's not the parent, that's not the dad. So you may not, but you still should be respectful.
That's what I
If the
said.
person not
That's what
doing,
she's saying, though. She's saying
no, but
you
I'm
should
saying,
be.
but as a child, you don't have the same. It's a difference between me as an adult with an adult and dealing with other adults, right? A child, you should be respectful to adults. When do you give your child permission to be disrespectful to an adult?
You don't, but your kids,
Okay.
we're talking about influence. Like if you brought somebody home and your daughter said, Dad, I can't stand her. She out the window, right?
Yup.
Well, that's different.
No.
I'm
No.
different.
They gonna say that's
I'm
different.
Absolutely not. You hit the
I'm
nail right
different.
on the head, Doc.
I'm different.
Yes.
Okay, well, you changed my argument. You're right. At any point, my daughter don't like somebody, we don't like them.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. I guess.
but see, I think
It's
that's
tough.
important too.
Hmm?
You think what?
I think that's important too. Like if your child feels uncomfortable with your partner, I think that's a conversation that need to be had. Because a lot of
Absolutely.
people just deal with people that they know that their child just really dislikes or don't know the full reason of why they dislike them, and don't try to find out either how to fix the issue.
That would be a problem. You definitely should talk to them to see what's going on. Because
Yeah,
they may see something you don't see.
Right.
and because down the line it could cause a lot more issues than what it needs to be.
I think in either way, it's going to cause issues down the line, regardless. At a certain point, you have a little bumpy road. It's always somebody. You're not my dad. You're not my mom. That happens sometimes, especially as kids go. Could they challenge regular? People are going to challenge things they can challenge. You're even in a bio family, the child may challenge the mother or father. So definitely, if there's a stepmom, stepdad in there, there's going to be a challenge there in a moment of anger or something like that. That happens a lot.
Right.
So it's something you might have to weather that storm sometimes. What are you laughing at, Doc?
I'm laughing at it made me think about the meme that I posted in the group where the guy said, I told my stepson to clean his room and I went in there and he was doing a diss track about me.
Yeah.
He called you not my daddy. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, right. Definitely, it's the low hanging fruit. It's the easiest thing to rebel against sometimes. So I got one, guys. So someone asked this question: how many times could a guy try to talk to a woman before it's stalking?
Twice.
It depends on how he's trying to talk to her. If he's showing up at her job, showing up at her house, things like that, that's stalking right from the beginning.
How else he going to see her? How's he going to see her? I mean, you go to where they gonna be at, right? Hey, I just wanted to bring you these flowers to your door.
See, I've had a stalker situation not too long ago,
Okay.
and he actually saw me pass by his street,
Okay.
and somehow, some way, he ended up popping up in front of my mom's house, and in a different car, in a beyond different car. And when I, tried to try to figure out who was in the car, he pulled off. And I went to the gas station and he was at the gas station that I went to, which was far away from where he needed to go. And he told the gas man to give me gas. He was like, pay for her full tank. So I didn't know nothing about it, and I got uncomfortable because I see him approaching my door. And he's like, I was gonna pay for your full tank, but you already are paying for it. Said, okay, thank you, but no thank you. The next day, he asked me for my phone number, and unfortunately, he's done time. It's very uncomfortable for me. So I just gave him a fake number.
Wait, so where did you see him at the next day?
The next day, he was around my mom's house again. He actually approached my mom's house in a different car.
Oh gosh.
And it started getting uncomfortable, so I gave him a fake number because he wouldn't take no. I went back to my mom's house. Like, I always spend time with my mom more often lately because it's been, just trying to keep up with her to make sure everything is fine. And he popped up again and he started questioning me about the wrong number.
Oh, wow.
So it got so uncomfortable. And I even told him, like, I have a partner. I've been with my partner for years, and he knows that I've been with my partner for years. But these guys, to be honest, do not know where to draw the line. And unfortunately, some cannot take no. I've had a bottle thrown at my head because I denied somebody. I have been attacked because I've denied somebody. And because of fear of that, I gave him a fake number because I don't know what to expect.
Right.
I've always been harassed when I was younger. So dealing with something like that was kind of traumatic. And, I even explained to my partner what happened. Like, hey, look, I gave him a wrong number, but now it's starting to get uncomfortable. And I had to point him out. Well, I think last week he actually found me on Facebook and commented on my picture through somebody else's name. And it's uncomfortable.
So when do you go? When do you get the restraining order? I'm just asking. Do you get it?
But that's what I'm saying. You see, like, it's hard because I don't know what to do. I don't know where's that limit or what to say, or I'm just kind of. I
You
think
just
because,
say
like I told you, I had a bad situation when I was younger. It was bad. He used to throw bottles at me. He used to try to get my attention. He chased me down one time. It was horrible. I had such a bad experience when I was younger with a couple of people. And now, and even when I was younger, I used to try to run away from situations like that. But now, older, I have a partner. I have kids. I have a life. Like, and
which
it's
is
no
why
respect.
a restraining
So
order sounds like it's an order.
at this
Something
point,
else
right?
needs to happen because, like you said, this person not taking no for an answer. They're not stopping. They're looking. They're on Facebook. Who knows what's next?
Correct. And I'm not the
That's
type to
very.
bring drama to
Yeah,
my
well,
household.
it's already drama. So you're not time to do something about that. But let's move on to the next question. Is I had another one. It says, does social media? I think this was in the group too. Does social media uh is social media ruining relationships? Is social media ruining relationships?
No.
Wait, okay, Bug, tell me
No.
more. Doc, tell me more.
My question is, are people allowing social media to ruin their relationships?
Right.
Not is social media ruin relationships? Because you have to allow that kind of stuff to interfere with your relationship.
So would it? Well, I guess anything. So if you're not, some people want to be posted. If you're not posting them, that becomes a problem. Is that do that's I mean that
That's
I
not
you
social
couldn't
media problem. That's their problem.
but if social media wasn't here, it would not be a problem. Because it
No,
wasn't
but
like back in the day.
they will
It
find a way to want to get
It would be
well,
some other problem,
what if I
right?
say well
exactly.
back in the
It
day,
would be
nobody
it would be you're not wearing my name belt like back in the day.
yeah, I never heard that.
if you
I
need
never heard
if you
nobody like,
need
you're not posting my pictures in your photo album. Like I
if
never
you
seen
right, if
that
you need
before.
recognition, you're gonna if social media wasn't here, you'd be asking for recognition in some other kind of way.
Yeah. Well, so
Like I
so
need you
the
to wear my picture on your T-shirt, or
yeah,
I
oh my
need I
stop
need
it.
that your phone should have my picture on it, or you should carry. I mean, we go real back in the day. You should have my picture in your wallet.
I about to ask, what did they do back in the day? I don't remember like what was the thing. I know the varsity jacket is all I remember.
Yes.
Bears and West varsity jacket. So um so again, it's not necessarily social media, it's the expectations of whatever you want from social media. Right. So I think there's one there I'm saying like guys liking pictures. That's a problem when guys like now I haven't heard it in reverse, so I'm only speaking from that or like guys liking pictures is a problem for a lot of women. Like he's
It's
liking
not.
these pictures. Say it again, Leanne.
It's not.
No, it is.
No,
Maybe
it's
not for
not.
you, but a lot of women have. And again, I'm not saying the majority. I don't know them. I know I've heard a lot where people. But I've been in places where people are like, you're not liking my pictures, or you're liking other women's pictures and not liking my pictures.
I've heard women say that about their partner.
Right.
He's liking pictures, or
Mhm.
it basically it boils down to him giving other women his attention.
Oh wow, that's what it is. Okay.
And yeah, giving other women his attention, and some insecurity on the woman's part, because if you
Right.
think that he likes somebody's body better than yours, then of course you're going to feel
Mhm.
like this woman can have him.
Hey, Facebook user. Right now, we're talking about do we feel that social media? Good evening as well.
Hello.
Tell us who that is, if you can, Leanne. Does social
Jacob.
media or is social media ruining relationships? We're talking about social media and ruining relationships.
Jacob Chan.
What's up, Jake? So, like I said, I think that like I said, I see a lot of times or hear like men are liking pictures, and that's a problem for women. Like Doc said, they're you like her body, and they look different than theirs, and they think that you like that person more than you like them. Um, that is kind of to me, like you said, kind of insecure on their behalf. Now, I don't know why. I don't personally like anybody's pictures. I'm just not really going around liking pictures like that.
Can
Go
I can
ahead,
I
Leanne.
ask a question?
Sure,
Is
please.
the liking pictures, since everybody on their phone, the equivalent of you walking with somebody and who got the next girl has a fatty or whatever, and your
Mhm.
head snap and look?
Yeah, kind of like that. I would say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I could see that because I don't, and I think we did it. We did a postman, and I was saying like guys can like different things. Just because they like this in this post doesn't mean they don't like this that is home, right? It may not be a competition. You can like more than one thing. And what if they're liking the picture for totally something different than what you think? Maybe it's not her body. Maybe it's the way she curled her hair. I don't know. I'm not sure, right? But it could be a lot of different
I
things.
mean, let's stay realistic here.
No, I'm
Right.
being realistic. I don't
Stay
know.
in
See, I told
realistic
you since I
lanes.
don't do it. See, and now you're assuming guys are liking it because. So what if the girl
Hey,
doesn't have a
hey,
fat butt? Then
hey,
what?
hey,
What if she doesn't have
relax.
a fat butt? What if she doesn't? Okay, I don't know. Don't put us in boxes. I just, I think you should ask why do they like the pictures. That's what maybe women need to do. Have anybody ever asked that question?
I don't get free attention.
That's me. I'm not really liking anybody's pictures because it's not really that deep for me. There's not, But has anybody ever asked the other person
I
like why?
doubt. I mean, I don't know about just the people that I've spoken to. They don't usually ask.
Okay,
Nah.
Yeah.
You
so we're
just
going
go
off.
from zero to assume.
Yep.
Right, we're going off assumptions from the beginning. We don't know what they're
Mm-hmm.
liking about the pictures. Um, Very interesting. But it comes from a place kind of like Leanne. It's funny that the way you pointed it out makes a lot of sense. That's you're looking while you're walking with her, and you're creeping to look, and they think you're getting a quick look in. Very
And
interesting. Chief,
people will, women, a lot of times, will ask men to delete certain women.
really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely is going to be a big. Please leave me alone. Now I'm a child. You're gonna tell me what to delete? I can't like what I like no anymore. Like,
No, especially if you like several pictures. Like, that's enough. That's enough of that.
now I did hear that I don't know how true it is, but if you're liking a lot of the same woman's picture, you're kind of trying to alert her to your liking of her pictures, and hopefully she'll respond to you or say something to you. Do you think
I haven't
so? If you
heard
get it,
that.
if a new guy, say you accept a new person on your page and they start liking a lot of your pictures or commenting a lot, showing you a lot of attention, do you think that they are again showing you a lot of attention for a reason?
I think probably.
Right, right, right.
But I don't know. I mean, I sometimes I notice it on my own if I click on my Instagram and there's a new person and I see that they've liked 20 of my pictures. I'm
Gotcha.
like,
Who?
but then that's all I think about is, oh, they like 20 of my pictures.
Okay, okay.
It doesn't go any further than that. Like, but for some people, it would be, oh wow, they really like me, or they really want
Yeah,
to talk
that
to
means the
me,
brother.
or
Yes, I
yeah.
agree. I think the brother's interested. I think they're doing that. They're kind of trying to get your attention.
Drawing the
Mm.
attention, correct.
She was asking you, do you got a problem with, say, if you're, I'm not sure your boyfriend, um, husband, whatever, if he was liking pictures, would that be a problem for you?
Yes,
Mm-mm. You didn't
yes,
even take a
that would.
breath. You didn't even
No,
breathe on
I
that.
because I don't play it. My thing is I don't like liking men's pictures because, to be honest, if I do it, it draws attention. It does. And a lot of
I can
females,
see that.
that feeds their mind. Um, every female is different, and I'm not saying
Right,
that
right.
majority of the females get happy about it, but some do. And you don't know which female you're liking the picture. They might think it's something more. Um, a lot of people are different nowadays, and they need that social media. They need that attention.
They do. I do. I believe that. But my question would be to you would be, even if the girl, if I like the picture, say someone liked the picture, the girl may think something that still doesn't mean the person you're with is going to accept that advance either, right? So I don't just liking a picture in itself, I don't think should be a problem. If they're responding in a way that's that is disrespectful to the relationship, I see that as a problem. So for
Yeah,
you, your relationship, you said
also
no
depending
liking.
on the type of picture that's being liked. If you're liking
Oh,
bathing suits pictures, if you're liking, it's not family pictures. It's not a picture out that y'all in the gathering. It's not a
right,
picture that it's
right.
literally a bathing suit or it's half
Pay
naked
attention,
or
fellas.
that's different. That's very different.
So, so if you have and how about, and all you guys can chime in. If your man has likes a picture with a girl in a bathing suit, that's a problem. He can't like bathing suits anymore once he gets with you. Is
I
that what we're
think,
saying?
but see, on my end, it's not liking just some random person's thing. Sometimes it's coworkers. Sometimes it's people that they affiliate with every single day. Um,
Mm,
there's a
that does bring a
difference if
different
you're
wrinkle
liking a
into it.
star or
Right. Okay.
you have
Okay.
a crush on Rihanna. That's different.
It's
But
different.
to
Right.
like
Right.
someone that you directly deal with on a day to day basis, pictures of half naked pictures. That's a lot.
Wow. So that's a very interesting question. Leanne, Doc, how about you guys? If there's a coworker now, it's a coworker that your person is liking the pictures of in bathing suits, scantily clad. They're liking them. Is that an issue?
I was waiting for Leanne. No, it's
I was about
not.
to say no, but
No,
I was waiting
it's
for
not.
Doc.
It's not for me.
Fellas, you see the silence all of a sudden? Nobody had anything to say. Okay.
No.
Leanne, you said what?
No, I mean it's pictures, is online stuff. Now when you cross from online to real life, then we have a problem. Like if your actions, like you're being like Facebook user, I'm sorry, Jacob says, you're being overzealous in real life, then we have a problem. But to like somebody picture online, I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me. That's online.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't trip either if I had my girl was liking pictures and the guy I work with her. I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't even notice, right? 'Cause it's not even a big deal. I wouldn't trip over that. Now, if she called me his name by mistake twice, then we have a problem. Now we got something to talk about. That's very interesting. I never thought about the coworker part or someone you know. Or how about if they're liking your best friend's bathing suit pictures? Is that a problem?
I was just thinking about that. Like if you have a friendship trip or something, and it's all couples and we're on the beach and he looks at my girlfriend or it's one of the other people's girlfriend in a bathing suit. It's like, well, I mean, she got on a bathing suit.
Right. Could he say to you, like, yo, your friend bad? Hey, fellas, pay attention to the laugh. Pay attention.
Oh God.
Look,
and there goes the question.
Yes. So, Leanne, what do you think about that?
Let's keep it respectful, people.
See?
Keep it respectful.
Unknown caller.
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody's calling in. Let's see who it is.
Okay.
See, that hit a
Good
nerve.
evening, caller. Go.
How you doing?
What's going on? How are you doing?
This is Jacob. How y'all doing?
We're doing well. Can everybody hear
Good.
Jacob? Yes, Jacob. What do you got? What do you got for us?
I'm gonna bring my phone down because it's a little bit delayed. I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
We're doing well. We're doing well. So what do you got? What do you got to add to the conversation tonight?
I'm gonna keep it a being like as per usual.
Yeah.
So these photos, it goes beyond just liking a photo. Typically, I think it applies for everyone, but men in general, depending on the type of photo, right? And the amount of likes on that one individual's photos, this says a lot.
Okay.
Right? The one young lady said earlier, a gentleman liked like 20 of her photos. She didn't think anything of it. And I was saying like, oh yeah, he's definitely interested. That brother's interested.
Right.
You can, I think people give themselves away, depending on the type of photos that they like. If you see a guy who likes a lot of risque photos, that means typically that gentleman more than likely is a womanizer, subconsciously.
Okay.
Right? Because men, we're very visual. We do things online that we probably typically wouldn't do in public because it would be deemed as, socially unacceptable.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
A lot of people are bold. They'll do something like that, like photos, risque photos of women online, but you wouldn't dare stare at that woman in public doing that, would you?
Right.
Take 20 glances at this woman at the beach. Would you do that?
And then give her a thumbs up, like.
Right.
Like you're not gonna do that in real life. You're right. Online, you could do that.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. We become a lot more bold behind the screen.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But then at the same time, women need to be careful. Some of them know it's for attention, but they try to play the naive game because they appreciate the attention. Right. It's making up for some of the attention that they probably are not getting from their significant other or the lack thereof. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's be honest with ourselves.
Right. Likes or drugs. Like or a drug. They're addicted to likes.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, like men, you know, we love the women, you know, in the photos. Me, I don't like none of them photos. None of the risque, especially, you know, people I don't even know. It's definitely not happening. Thirst trapping and all of that.
Right.
No, not at all. Right. Because I understand what the motive is. Right. But friends of mine, I'll appreciate their photos of them with their significant other, or maybe by themselves if it's depending on the circumstance, because I don't want to give the wrong idea, especially because most of my female friends are married, so I don't really interact with them much. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just to respect the boundaries of those relationships.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I think a lot of these women, like, it seems like they capping a little bit, like they acting like they don't know why these men like me photo. Like, come on, really?
I don't know why I like the photo when my boob was out.
Exactly. Like, really? You put a thirst trap up there and you're like, oh,
you know what I mean? This is very interesting. I just
wanted to get my little 2 cents.
No, that's cool. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. You can call back in later with some other questions we have, but your insight was great. So, but thank you for calling.
Yes, thank you.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
That's funny. Man. So, going even further than that, the next question we had was what is the first thing you notice about a person? Like when you become interested, someone you're interested in, what's the first thing that you notice about that person that makes you interested in them?
Their beard.
Their beard. Okay. Oh, that's real rapidly.
Okay.
I don't know why she disrespects, you know.
Oh my gosh.
So disrespectful when I pull my beard out. She act like she don't notice.
When you pull it out the drawer? When you pull it out, what's happening? A nice smile.
Okay.
Wrapped in a beard. Nothing. You can't beat that.
Goes right back to the beard.
And not just any beard. It has to be well groomed.
Okay.
A well groomed beard. Whew.
Does it matter if it's close to the face or is it puffy?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
I'll let them have their own style with that, you know.
Because I keep mine kind of close to my face.
Super close. Most of it's not showing close.
I'm not going for the beard hate. We're not doing it today.
When I was younger, it would be smile, eyes, and the way that they walk.
Okay.
The way that they walk, yeah.
Way that they walk. They had to have little
swag to them. Okay.
Swag to them. Yes.
Mine's just their style.
Not like you have a broken leg.
Oh, that is. What'd you say, Chi?
I said mine's is their style. I'm really big on style. So, and then the beard comes second because I love a man with a beard.
Okay.
First thing I noticed is the body and the face. Okay. Yeah, I'm a face guy. I notice the face.
Is it anything in particular on the face?
Just whatever I find attractive. You know, I definitely like an attractive face. I want someone I can look at. And then intelligence. Yes. If I get a pretty face, then I go for intelligence. That's pretty much. I'm not like a like a breast or butt guy. That's not really. I'm not really. That's not aesthetically. But it's a face, and then I need you to be able to hold a conversation.
Yes.
Because even if you have a nice face, you can't hold a conversation. Then you can't hold my attention, and we're
Right.
done. I'm probably still going to hit it, but we're done.
just silently.
Yes.
See, I like personality, like a relaxed personality.
Okay.
That helps. I love it. Someone that's like just chilled, just relaxed and chilled, and can have those conversations with me.
Right. Leanne, just the beard, right? We still go with the beard.
Beard first. Definitely eyes.
Okay.
Definitely eyes. And
smile with your eyes.
I want somebody with intellect, but I definitely want somebody with a sense of humor.
Okay.
Can't like you cannot be comically inept.
Right.
You have to be able to roll with the punches, throw some jokes out, because I am not that serious of a person in life.
Right.
And I would hate to hurt somebody's feelings inadvertently because I'm joking around.
Right. You know,
yes,
that's really
don't like a dry guy. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And that's me too. I'm the same way because I like to joke. And if you don't get my jokes, we can't be together. Like if you're not laughing, it doesn't work. Now, how do you guys feel about height? I know they say women have a problem with height. A guy is your height. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Look at
I'm
that. Pay
usually
attention.
attracted to someone tall.
Look at that. So if you're tall,
I'm very short. I'm very short. So that's
right. So that means if he's your height, then is that okay? Do you feel safe?
I'm very short too. I'm 5 foot even, so
right. So if he's your height, Leanne, how do you feel about that?
I don't mind.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't. Okay, let me say this. Let me keep it a buck. I don't prefer it.
Okay.
But if you have all of the qualities, I don't mind. I'm not going to hold that against you.
Okay. G?
I love a tall, skinny man.
Oh, okay. She said tall, skinny man. Okay.
Like so, that's I'm not saying, trust me, my partner is nothing out of that.
Whoa.
No, when they tell you opposites attract, they really mean opposites attract. Like I am beyond attracted to my partner, but he is nothing like the normal that I would pick.
Okay.
So,
since women have a problem with height, is it okay for guys to have a problem with weight?
Sure, you're definitely open to having your preference for weight, so long as it's stated clearly in the bylaws of the relationship. And the bylaws of the relationship when we start. Hey.
Right.
I mean, I've heard of men stipulating that their woman not gain a certain amount.
Right. A weight clause. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like you said, you have to do what's best for you, and that can keep you in that relationship. Right. So if you need something or something, then you might as well say it. If not, you're not going to be happy. And then you're going to be outside looking for something, So you definitely want to. But I wish that all people were that amenable as you guys are right now, because usually it doesn't seem like men could say certain things about their wants or just their likes or things of that nature.
We try to keep this a safe space, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're here, but we need this for the world. We need the world. Okay, so if your partner asks you for a threesome, your partner.
Nah, you good.
Deep breath, Doc, and rolling eyes. Look, and rub your eyebrow. Look, pay attention, fellas. Pay attention.
What in the world?
I didn't even finish the question.
It's gonna become a some real fast.
Right?
Yeah. You by yourself.
For real.
It's what it's gonna be.
So no, listen. If you guys are in a relationship,
are we talking about me you and your hands.
I'm saying that, say if your partner asked you, he came to you or she came to you and said, listen, I would like to have a threesome with such and such. What do you think? Your answer could be no, or it could be yes, right? But let's say your answer is no. What happens next?
Use them.
Okay, you're done. You're done, Leanne?
It's over. The relationship is done.
Okay. Okay.
You're not being sexually satisfied at that point.
He didn't say
Because
that.
this is
go
what
ahead.
you want. I
He
don't
didn't say
care.
that, but go ahead.
I don't care. Yes, you did.
Go ahead.
care.
Go ahead.
You said
He
it.
didn't- he
You
didn't
said
say
it
that,
without
but go
saying
ahead.
it. I'm telling you
ahead.
what you said.
Okay. I hear you. This is why people sometimes don't ask for things they want, because people will hear what they want to hear.
Hey,
He didn't say he
listen.
wasn't
Listen.
satisfied. But okay. No, I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying you're wrong, but he didn't say that. Or she didn't
This
say
is
that.
what you want.
Mhm.
I'm saying no.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Gotcha. Doc.
What's the next
Got
step?
nice and loud too.
Yeah. What do you got, Doc? What do you think? What do you think, Doc?
I don't think the relationship has to be over, and I don't think that the person is necessarily saying that they're not sexually satisfied. They may be saying they just like to try something else.
Right, misinterpret. Right.
Try something different with you.
Right.
Which is different than them going outside of the relationship and sleeping with someone else behind your back.
They already did it. And if they didn't do it physically, they did it mentally. So I'm kind of with Leanne in the sense that I think that it may bother me afterwards.
Okay.
Wondering like, wow, what they came to me this. I'm saying no, so they're not getting what they want, right? Or what they're trying to do, or whatever reason, or why would they even want to go this route? Like, I would have so many more questions. I think it'd be more of a problem for me, right? To go on, because I'm just thinking it would be so many things. And even if, like I said, even they said, look, I just wanted to try something different. Well, why would you want to try with somebody else? Like I said, it could be me, you, and my hand. Like, we can definitely get we can get some toys. Like, we could have did a lot of things before you got to another person. And especially if she was like, she wanted to invite another man in there, we're definitely done. Okay. Because I don't know what kind of games you playing. I don't know what time you on. But for me, it just would not. So I don't.
So you wouldn't be able to you just wouldn't be able to get past the ass.
I wouldn't get past that. Even if I'm glad you came to me, we could talk about it. I think, but as soon as she left the room, I would be like, wait, what just happened? It would hit me. And I don't know if I'm mature enough to think about my woman wanting to be with someone else.
Okay.
And I think realistically, I would be like, thank
what
you.
What if the motive behind it is not her wanting to be with someone else, but wanting to see you experience something different?
Let's go all day.
See?
Let's go. Well, what I'm saying is that even if she wanted another woman, I would say I don't want to do that, because I don't want to have this other taste. I don't want to start something, right?
All right. So, but that wouldn't weigh on you the same way if she said she wanted.
No, both would be kind of for me, because I would still be like, see, now you put it in my mind about being with somebody else, right? You putting it out there. It's just adding a wrinkle that I don't need, that I'm trying to be good already, right? It's like, I'm on crack. I've been cool for 7 years. You're like, well, look, I got this crack. We could do it together if you want. No, now I'm thinking about it. I don't want the extra nonsense that comes with it. So no, I would rather not. Okay. I think sometimes the fantasy of it sounds great.
But would you still have to leave if it was about you as opposed to it being about her?
I think either way it would I think it would just be on my mind a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would. And again, I'm not innocent, but I just really think that I might overthink it.
Mm.
Um, what is the point? I'm like, what is she trying to set me up for something later? She gonna try to be with a dude later. So, well, I watch you with the girl. I want to be with
Okay.
Earl. Like we ain't doing that. So I don't know. But I kind of agree with Leanne, but not the same reasons. It's just more about me and how I would look at it. My ego would kind of feel attacked a little bit. So
Okay.
I don't know if I necessarily could. We would need counseling after that. We need to talk. Like we'd be on your couch, doc.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and I had one more from the people. If you have a close friend, family member that were in a bad relationship, do you feel you should step in?
Mm. That's a good question.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think for me, it depends on who the person is
Hmm.
and what I know about them. And because sometimes people will let you know that they don't want to know anything about their partner. They don't want
Right.
to know anything negative. They don't want to hear it. So I think you have
Right.
to know the person. And you could tell them something or tell them that they're in a bad relationship or you think that they should get out and then they're mad at you.
Right. Right. And that's
So it
always the
depends on the
tough
person.
part.
Mhm.
Yeah, always the tough part about it. And I do agree. I would wonder why she would want the threesome as well. That's a great point. But I would. It's a lot of times people don't want to hear it. They may not believe you. They may turn on you. Um, it's tough. We want to help, 'cause I think we want the best for our friends and family, and we can see things sometimes they can't see because we're from the outside. We have no feelings involved, no skin in the game. But their attachment sometimes will outdo anything we have to say, may outdo our relationship that we have as well.
Yep.
So it's very
Yep.
tough. I think, like Doc said, you really have to know that person and pick and choose how you're going to help that friend or family member out. But I guess the most important thing is kind of to stay by them, to be ready in case something does happen and they need your help. They need somewhere to stay or something like that. But it is tough. What do you got, Leanne?
Uh,
Unsolicited opinions are typically unappreciated. Right.
Mhm.
That is
Yes.
true. That is
Yes.
true. Do you think you help out, Leanne, or you know, you give
it
advice?
depends. It depends on who it is. A
Mhm.
Right,
lot of the
right.
times, I tend to stay out of people's personal things. Um, and I gotta really love you so much. Like you have to be super close to me. Um, and I have to be to the point where it's for your own good, even if it ends our relationship, because a lot
Mhm.
of times that's what it can very well lead to.
Mhm. Mhm.
See that, and that's the tough part because I don't want to lose the relationship because if it's bad like we think and it goes, hits rock bottom, maybe they won't reach out anymore because our friendship is not where it is and they can, what I mean? I want to try to be there for my friend. Um, and if they're not ready to hear something, it's just falling on deaf ears anyway. So sometimes you just got to wait it out with it. That's a tough
Mhm.
one. I hear you, Leanne. It's tough.
Mhm. Yeah, especially depending on what phase of the relationship they're in too.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
If they're in that butterflies and the real in love, irrational phase, then you probably hear things like, "Oh, you just jealous. You
Hmm.
mad because I got a man or woman and you don't," and stuff like that.
The
So it's
oxytocin is being released. It's hard to go against that. It's hard. It's difficult to beat that. So yeah.
uh
Wow.
you
That's
have to
tough.
be careful. You have to be careful when you're doing it.
I agree. Use your wisdom, wisdom,
Yes.
discernment, and how to move in that circumstance. Um, and like Leanne, I agree. Sometimes you got to walk away, and hopefully they'll come back. You'll say your piece, and they may not take it and end the friendship for a little bit, but hopefully they'll wake up and come back. That's tough. Hey, Leanne, what do you got as questions over there? I'm done with the ones they had wrote in.
There's two here that's really interesting to me.
Okay.
But here's the first one. Would you consider an internet check or a background criminal check if things start to get serious?
Of
I'm
course.
gonna say no. I would consider it. I would consider it when I meet you.
Oh, okay. You talk about
You guys are waiting too long. You waited till you fell in love with him, and now you're in love with a murderer, so you can't leave him. I need to know in the beginning when it's a skinny game, so I can get up away from you.
Yeah, I worked with someone who eventually found out that the person that she was dating was on the Megan's law. Yes. And this person had met her grandchildren and everything.
Oh, she waited too long. See, this is why she did it. I really believe that if anyone is not searching people up these days that you meet, we have access to things, you're kind of silly, right? You're kind of silly. We look up everything else, why not look up the person that you just met and find out about them?
Do your recon.
Yeah, do it. Instead of going on their Facebook and looking at all the good pictures they post, they ain't gonna post the jail stints on there. You ain't gonna find that there. So you might as well go look up the person you're with and try to find out. And that may save you being tied up in somebody's trunk, right? It might. It might. You might read a pattern.
I mean, you're right. And police records, if they got felonies or if they have stuff on there that says that they're a violent person, they done busted out people's windows, they done stalked people. I mean, you want to know that kind of stuff. So you can check criminal history.
So just so you know how they'll act when you leave them. Like, if you ever plan on leaving, this is what they may do. I think so. I think you should. What do you think, Lee?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, run that.
Yeah.
Run both of them. Internet search and criminal search. I'll call your ex if I could.
I know that's right. Get all the information.
So, and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna take a little further. I would say if they're violent past.
Of course, yes, for sure.
Right, it could be. I mean, it's not a direct science, but I mean, you're doing something to kind of find out more information. So, but I would say you may want to do it every few years in your relationship. That the person you with, you don't know what they into. They might have been into some things that you don't know. I don't know. You went to court 3 times last year. What is this? You make, because people live double lives sometimes. You don't know what people into. Just before the FBI knocks at your door, you may want to be prepared. Little Google, do your Googles.
I do think that some people would think that's an invasion of privacy, though.
Yeah, it may be, but also omissions of facts is lying. So I don't know, you went to jail 3 times last year. You lied to me. So, it's a wash. And if you have nothing to hide, what are you worried about? There'll be nothing that comes up. Only people I think who think it's an invasion of privacy is people who have stuff that's going to come up. What's the other question, Leanne?
When did we open a Swiss bank account?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got money in the Caymans? Why?
Uh-huh.
So you have aliases?
Do you feel men go through hormonal changes a few days in a month same as women?
Yes. I don't think it's hormonal. We go through, when you go through changes, we got to go through changes because you're
You
going
know
through changes.
what?
It's a pseudo change. It's connected to your change.
Now, I did find something interesting
Mhm.
that talks about
I've seen that nonsense before.
what is it?
When they talk about there are some type of chemical changes that men may have.
Yes.
Mhm.
So we can't.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Adaptation.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on.
Get
While you
out of
guys are
here.
transforming and morphing for 1 week a month, like you're in the army, we gotta now tiptoe around the house.
Men do have changes in their testosterone
Testosterone,
levels
Later in life.
No, it's on a daily basis.
on a regular basis.
On a
Yes.
regular basis.
And it can change their mood, their behavior. Yes.
Yes.
Hey, whatever women want to say, whatever woman wrote that article,
Oh
okay,
my God.
she gonna tell us about our testosterone levels changing. Got it. Always trying to make everything goes back to men somehow. Everything. No, we're good. Only time we change our mood is when your mood is changed.
Do you think
That is
love
not-
can last a lifetime?
Yes.
No.
I don't.
No.
I do.
What do we
think it
mean
can.
last a lifetime? 'Cause I think love changes. I think
Meaning,
and I
could
don't know,
you feel that? I'm taking it as you can feel that connection and affection for someone your entire life. I think so.
is that
Yeah,
love?
outside your family?
Is that
I
love?
think so.
So you know how sometimes they say in relationships where you like I didn't love him at that time.
Mhm.
You know, you go times where you don't love them, but you know you're still with them.
There
I
might
don't.
be you don't like them. The love doesn't disappear.
Love is a feeling.
It's a feeling.
All feelings disappear. There's no feeling you have forever.
Okay.
You know, I think, and then I think too. I don't know what we're considering love too, because if you're considering love, you standing by somebody and being there, even if you don't like them, then I guess you can say it's love. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I don't really think love lasts forever. I think there's maybe a connection.
Hmm.
I believe there you could have a connection. Um,
I mean, love is just a strong feeling of affection and connection to someone.
right. So what if you're not strongly connected to them right then? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I know you may be connected. You may be there for your family. So say if you're cheating on your partner, do you love them still?
See, men would say yes. Women would say no.
Right. That's why I bring it up. So, because I guess I love you. This has nothing to do with my love for you over here. Stop worrying
Right.
about what's over here because I love over here. But women like you can't love me and cheat on me. But then again, it could be true because again, it depends what love is, you know. But it's very interesting. It's an interesting question. But I'm with Leanne on this. I don't think you can have it forever. I think you could be connected to a person because I have the duty of me taking care of my family, maybe a duty. I can stay here, I can take care of you, I can do what I need to do for you, but I may not have the love for you anymore. You know, I'm just doing it because I'm supposed to do it. You know, I'm supposed to be here for my family. I made vows to be here, so I'm going to be here. But I guess, well, maybe it can be if certain people can love forever. If you just like Ruth, it seems like they're in love forever.
And it doesn't mean that you're together with the person either.
So I'm loving people I'm not with. Let me think.
I was about to
Yeah.
Have you,
say the same thing. I'm confused.
maybe not you, but have you ever fallen in love with somebody and had a relationship with them, but y'all couldn't be together for whatever reason? Maybe family reasons, maybe distance, maybe
Right.
whatever.
But then that love fades. because there's
Not
nothing.
necessarily.
Extinction has to. I would think extinction
Not
would come in because
necessarily.
there's nothing that's being refilled in that pot. So extinction would come in because there's nothing to keep the love going. I mean, I have a love for you. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Exactly.
Right?
And that's what we're talking about. An
But I
affection
don't
for the
love
person
you.
where you care about them, you would protect them, or you would do for them if you could. You don't you care about the person.
But that's my thing. Is I don't think that's love. Like you, even in your definition, you're explaining like, well, you care about them. You didn't say love them, unless that's what
I
you
don't think
equate
there's a
love means.
difference. I think there's a difference between being in love and loving someone.
And
Because as
caring
a
for someone.
relationship grows, even if you're with somebody for a long time, that in love is what fluctuates and sometimes dissipates, and you enter into a form of mature love where you care about the person. You might be mad at them, but you're still going to feed them. You might have had a really bad argument, and you're still going to walk them to the car under the umbrella.
And you cheat on them. See, again, I'm just saying.
Why you gotta be cheating on them? Why do you have to be cheating on them?
Well, because I just want to see if that love is still there. If you're still considering it love, if stick my penis in somebody else.
And I don't know how many men I've come across who have cheated, but say they still love their partner.
And I used to believe that you could, but then I feel like if you're doing something to hurt them, are you loving them?
If you feel like you're not hurting them because they don't know.
So that's one of the questions we had. But so if they don't know, but I think do I love you if I'm willing to jeopardize everything we have?
Some people would say yes. Some people would say they do love the person.
Right. And again,
or you can love someone and not want to be with them. Just because you love someone doesn't mean that you want to be with them.
And do you love them or you just really like them? I think we use the word love too loosely sometimes. You might care for them. Do you love them? Are you in love with them but don't want to be with them? I don't know. I mean, usually that just happens where you're in love with somebody, you can't be with them because they're married. I get that. You know, that maybe.
But that's not the only circumstance where you can't be with someone.
I'm saying that.
Your values might be different. Where you want to live might be different.
So how could you fall in love with them then? You know, if your values are so different, how could you get to the point of love? Yeah, phileo, agape, eros, which we're all talking about. Which agape we can't really reach. That's the godly, perfect love. And our love is more conditional, right? Our love is until. I love you until something happens. I love you until you don't do what I like. I love you until I find a bigger booty. You know. But let's stay here. Another question I remember was would you cheat if you knew your partner would never find out? Until fact, would you cheat if 100% your partner would never find out? Leanne, go. Fellas, pay attention.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm sorry, I hit the button by mistake.
Just because the type of person I am.
Okay.
Look who's here!
Hey, look at you, looking all snazzy.
I just ran back, all done my event, but I know you guys are almost done.
Yeah, but we had a question. Would you cheat if you knew your partner would not find out?
Well, I came in at the wrong time.
Fellas, pay attention. See that look?
No, I would not.
You answered the question with your body language. Thank you, Ruth. She was like, they wouldn't find out. She was like,
nah,
I wouldn't do it.
Can you repeat the question?
You answered no. You said no because you're just not a cheater to begin with.
Yeah, that's not
your
what I believe in. That's not me. I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. I'm just saying. Whatever, yo.
Nah, I know before you did this. Right. How about you, Doc?
I wouldn't. I would feel too guilty.
And Ruth. Okay. All right. Everybody said no.
Mhm.
Oh, what about you? Oh,
We
we
know his
already
answer.
know.
We already
Me?
know his answer.
I'm not a cheater, so I black men don't cheat. So I would not.
You would be a boy that day.
I would not.
Mhm.
I would not do it. Even because again, I think that for me, if there's no connection, sex isn't really good anyway, right? So cheating one time or that wouldn't do it for me. I'd rather be with the person I'm with so I can be really freaky because I know her. So can't just lick everybody butthole. You know what I mean? You got to pick and choose.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God. TMI.
Gabrielle Union? What is
Okay,
going
no.
on?
So now nobody lick butthole on here, and now y'all that's what we're saying.
I should have stayed going
I
today.
think he on the wrong panel, Lee.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my.
Oh boy, people out here lying about licking buttholes. All right, let's go on to the next one. Can't believe this. You got another one, Leanna, though.
Yes.
He said y'all some
Right. Come on, man. Stop it. I don't know why they out here capping like this. I can't even. Y'all podding now. Y'all straight for the pod. I get it. We live. You can't.
I'll be approved this time. I'm approved. Put me in that category. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. People have been married for 55 years and they ain't licked no butthole. Okay.
Nope.
Leanne,
Nobody's.
Do you think as humans we are meant to be monogamous?
say it again, Leanne.
Do you think as humans, like, are we meant to be monogamous?
What do you mean
I
by
don't think
meant
so.
to be? Meant to be.
By nature, you mean?
Like, yeah,
By
is it
nature?
like our nature or who we innately are
Gotcha.
that
Yeah.
we should be monogamous?
Y'all,
No.
wait, we got to stop. Do you enjoy it being done to you guys? Is the question.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Look at-
I
Anywho,
thought we were off that question.
You touched your hair and you shook your head. Yes, we know what you. We knew you can't even. Your body telling on you.
You could read all into that or any way you
Is
want.
that
And
it?
the answer is
Is
no.
that it? Yo, y'all, for real, y'all haven't lived. Okay, well,
didn't want
Right.
somebody to turn around and kiss you? Nah, homie.
Right, Lee?
Listen,
Right?
all the stuff that y'all with people do, and y'all talking about worry about kissing. It's stuff being. Never mind. Let's
Yeah,
go.
never mind.
Let's go. So, Doc, you said yes or no. People are meant to be monogamous.
Yeah, I think that if that
It
was the
wasn't a
case,
question.
then
Y'all do.
I think that if that was the case, we would be like certain animals in the wild where they find their partner and they mate for life. I don't think that that's in our nature.
Right. Okay.
It's a choice. It's a
Mm.
choice to be monogamous.
How about you, Neil?
I'd have to agree with that. I think that it may not be a natural, innate thing, that it's something you have to want and you have to choose. Because, yeah, I'm piggybacking what Doc said. I don't think it's something that's natural.
Leanne?
Yeah, I don't think we're meant to be monogamous.
Right. Because I think we're high functioning animals, right?
Yes.
Socially, the construct is to be here monogamous, because even other countries you can have multiple wives or whatever it is. Here, it's supposed to be monogamous, but it's not something that's natural, I think.
And then we've made it here, we've turned it into something of shame if you aren't.
Well, that's how they keep it to be. That's how the checks and balances. Like, if you're not doing it, they're shaming you because they want you to do it. I remember hearing something. They said that they started monogamy because back in the day, only the biggest, strongest men had all the women. So if you were weak, you were you know, a nerd or whatever, you didn't get any women. So they said, hey, you know what? One for everybody. So that means it freed up for the other one. So now they had a shot.
Wow.
Interesting.
That is
Which,
interesting.
because I mean, think about it. In the, you know, back in the day, it was about survival. You're going to attach yourself to whomever you feel is going to protect you. If he's your size, you might not be feeling so protected. If you both are 5 foot, you know, you might not.
Leave short men alone.
Like, you are very handsome, but we the same size. Like, we a fair fight for each other. That might not be the way I want to go. Right, but I definitely, I agree with you guys. I think it's a choice. I don't think it's something that we naturally just do. Like, just because you're with one person, you have to choose not to partake. What else, Leanne? 10% of men are sleeping with 90% of the women.
Wow.
That's true. That's true. That's why a lot of men out here just get no buns.
So most women are sharing.
Right. Because it's the same concept was kind of just said. You're going for the same men, the biggest, strongest, powerful, whatever it is that it is. That's attractive to most women, right? Every women, so most women want the same men. That's why you see it seems like when you're married, that man is attacked more, or that woman's attacked. There's more people attracted to them. Most of the time. Sometimes it's not, but a lot of times, you know. So it's very interesting. Go ahead, Leah.
What would you consider to be a deal breaker when considering marriage with someone? No beard.
Deal breaker. Not sharing beliefs. Religious beliefs would be a problem.
Okay.
That's
not a deal breaker for everyone.
No. So, it's not a deal breaker, but then it becomes a problem later. If you guys are,
sometimes not.
If you guys are, if you are religious,
okay,
and you're practicing whatever you believe in, I think it would become a problem later. If you guys want different things. Now, if you're not practicing, no, it don't matter.
No, I'm talking about couples who are actually practicing their faith. I'm thinking of a couple in particular where one is a Buddhist and one is a Muslim. And they both are deeply into their faith. And they both practice this, and they're both respectful of each other's faiths.
That'd be interesting to me because we can't really share in our faith.
Why not? You can talk about your faith.
But you don't believe it, so you can't share in it like I share in it. Right?
Well,
you're not going to pray 5 times a day. You're not going to pray 5 times a day with me, are you? That's not my faith.
No, she's not praying. They're not
right. So that's what I'm saying.
No, but I can set yourself up for you.
No, but still,
right? Exactly.
But that's
I hear you.
Still not sharing it. Yes. Like to go and sit there and pray with me together when I'm doing it is different.
But in that religion, men and women don't pray together anyway, right?
Right. I don't know. I know they don't go to mass or whatever it's called together. I don't know if they don't pray together. I'm not sure how that works. I don't know if you don't pray together, and I'm not sure. But I'm just saying you couldn't share in certain things. Well, maybe, or you couldn't go like say a study about, you could go, but you're not really into it. I don't know. It could be, like I said, it could be fine. But I
think some people work it out. It might not be easy, but they work it out.
Right. But it's, to me, I'm trying to limit as many problems as possible because there's so many problems are going to happen. So I'm not trying to come in with the ones I see early. I'm trying to negate them, right? Because it's tough enough as it is, trying to come together. So, deal breakers.
Well, for me, it's even more than those religious values. It's basic morals and the values, like I think somebody just said earlier. We have to really be in sync with, being good people and seeing the world together a certain way. For me, right. That matters a lot.
And for me, it'd be child rearing at this point, because if you are different, like if you, say you're physical, you like physical punishment, or you yell and scream, that's not going to work for me. That's totally opposite, and I don't want my kid subjected to that. That's
Yeah.
negative. So that
I
would be
can
something
agree.
that could work for me. I'm sorry,
take
say
it-
Leanne.
I take it one step further. Having kids at child rearing age would be a deal breaker for me.
Gotcha.
If your
Because you
kids
want
are
to have your own
grown
this
and
year.
no, we're not doing that.
Not signing a prenuptial agreement.
Wow.
But I can see that too, being serious, depending on what you have and what you're trying to protect. Now, if we're speaking of prenups, and I don't know if that was joke, I don't believe in prenups. Like I wouldn't get into a relationship and either ask or be asked to sign a prenup and be with them. That would be a deal breaker. Because I feel like, to me, you're protecting yourself if we don't work, but you're kind of putting that in the atmosphere. It's like almost speaking it into existence for me. You're setting up for the demise of the relationship. So no, I'm not really. I wouldn't want to do that. If somebody start bringing up prenups, that could be an issue for me myself. I just feel like you're already setting up a way out to to protect yourself if we don't make it. How do you feel about prenups?
I think they're a good idea in some cases because I don't think you're saying that the relationship is going to end, but we know that no matter how much people love each other, when it ends, it could be nasty.
So you're saying it's going to end.
I should have said if it ends, it could be nasty.
Hey, we got a caller, guys. Sorry.
People don't think about how they loved you once the relationship is over.
Hey, caller, how are we doing?
What's going on? It's Jacob again.
Hey, what's up, Jake? What do we got?
What's going on? You know what? I used to feel the same way you did about prenup.
Okay.
And it's not because I'm trying to, protect my assets or protect myself, but looking at it because I'm a divorcee, right? And understanding how the legal system works. So if you don't put that in place, they basically decide for you. And you leave it to the wolves, which are the lawyers, to decide your fate.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the woman is not happy and she decides, hey, I just want to leave, that lawyer can then coerce her to go against you. Even if it's not within her own will, her own nature.
Right.
She doesn't want to do that, but this lawyer will coerce her to do that. Just understanding the law.
Okay.
That's why I said,
what?
A prenuptial agreement
makes sense.
Would definitely help you avoid that. Why? Because the lawyers make all the money in these type of things.
Right.
Yes.
And see, and not knowing that's great information to have now, because my stance has actually changed a little bit now. I'm like, well, it may be a good thing now. No, really, because like I said, if she leaves unbeknownst to you, and like I said, now this guy can talk her into now coming after more, doing something that we may have agreed to. If it didn't, you need to have to protect yourself at that point. And
not only that, but you can be forced to pay her legal fees.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
It's
Good information.
Right.
Good information.
That's actually dope. Hey, fellas, pay attention. Listen, we got educated today, because actually, like I said, I was thinking of it in a different way, but it actually protects. And even having a daughter, I don't want her to lose everything or lose half of what she would have due to having a wife now. Right.
Kids have an inheritance.
Right. Hey, whoever.
And that man come along and wipe her out.
Right. So whoever get a ring with me, we have a prenup now. We have a whole new stand. We're going to sign on the dotted line, okay?
It changed gears.
And not think twice about it.
Right. Right.
But a man will be afraid to ask.
Absolutely.
It's typical of us, because we're like, I don't want her to think that,
Right.
I'm thinking about divorce. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But a woman is like, no, I'm not thinking about divorce. I'm just trying to protect myself just in case you decide to leave.
Right.
Yep.
That makes sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Hey,
Yeah.
prenup for everybody. You get a prenup. You get a prenup. You get a prenup. You get 2
Yeah,
prenups.
that's my little 2 cents.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jake.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one. That's really a dope call. That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Mhm.
I didn't think about it that way. So it will be a prenup because I need to make sure I protect things, and so my daughter won't lose anything in case whomever comes in and then they leave. So
Yep.
very interesting. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Changed my stance
All
on
right,
it.
guys.
Yeah. So Doc is wrapping it up. She said, "I just met you. Wrap it up."
Yes.
So
It's been
hey,
real.
yeah, let's say any final words. Leanne, any final words today?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, that was more than one word. So I'll Doc, what you got for us?
I don't have any final words either. We talked about so many different topics.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's what we're going to try to do. Touch a lot of different things, and
Mhm.
so everybody may have something to talk about, and we can hear our different viewpoints on different things. And we're learning a lot. Like again, the last call was really a great one because it definitely changed my views on prenups. 'Cause I only looked at it like, oh, but it's for protection, right?
Mhm.
It's for protection. It's like a condom. Put it on, protect yourself. Hey, Neil, I am so glad you showed up. You look gorgeous. Any last words?
Mhm. Yes.
Thank you much. Last words. I missed most of what was talked about, so I'm going to say make sure whatever your deal breakers are, they stay in place and you know what you can and cannot tolerate with a relationship. I think we really need to think about that.
Right. I agree.
Very
Talk
good.
early and often about the things you want and don't want. Don't wait to after the oxytocin wears off and
Right.
now you're looking at each other and don't like each other. It's 2 years in. But we thank everybody for joining. Thank you for the call, Jake. Thanks. Great caller tonight. Again, if anybody has any questions or anything they want to talk about, please inbox any of us. Anybody see on the screen and Little Vibes, Leanne. You guys, I lost my train of thought. Ruth is laughing. Hey, look, thanks a lot. It's been a long night. We're getting out of here. Nothing but answers. Please go to our YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell over there. Also, keep sending people to the Nothing But Answers Facebook page. It is growing. We're at like 480 something. Keep growing. We're trying to get to 500. Anytime, Jake. It was definitely a pleasure. Trying to get to 500. Then we're gonna have a little in-person, I guess a little meet and greet turn up. So Ruth can come out there and do her little dances. And
I gotta leave the yard again. I left the yard today again.
You're gonna be outside this summer.
Yeah, we have Lee do some poetry.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Lee.
Live poetry. Yeah. So we thank you guys for joining us. Please join us next week, 8:00. Nothing But Answers. We're out of here. Have a good one, guys. Hit the button.
Bye.